LiveWeatherBlogs.com, meteorologist Bob Acanfrio with today's tropical update for Thursday, August 12th, 2010. Tropics remain fairly quiet today. We are watching our XTD number 5 here spin near New Orleans this morning. It kind of blew up a little bit of convection here. It actually looks better defined today than it ever has as far as a nice little low-level spin here. This is going to bring a lot of flooding rains along the northern Gulf Coast here today, especially southeast Louisiana. Flood watches and warnings along this area here. So main focus for this system is going to just be a lot of rainfall. This is going to be a real slow mover, so it's going to sit in this area for the next few days and probably into the weekend as well. So, and then this influx of moisture to the east of it, right out of the Gulf, and this is going to spread a lot of rainfall across the Florida Panhandle as well today. You can see by the satellite here, a lot of showers moving across the Florida Panhandle. Much needed rain too. We've been pretty dry here this summer. That big hot dome of high pressure has been over us. It's just been hot and dry across the south here. So welcome rains here. You can see a lot of flooding rain southeast Louisiana. Heaviest rainfall looks just south of New Orleans this morning. And this is going to be the feature here, especially as we start heating up the land here during the day. We're going to see a lot of rainfall develop along the northern Gulf Coast here today. Pretty nice little defined circulation here. It's like once the National Hurricane Center stopped initiating advisories yesterday, this thing decided it wanted to come back to life. So real interesting feature there. Across the rest of the Atlantic, not much going on. Again, here's XTD number 5. This wave we were watching is getting sheared by this Tut feature right in here. We've been talking about this Tut feature most of the season here. It's still really not moving much. It lifted a little farther north, but it's still there. So this isn't going to develop due to the shear. Look at this, Central Atlantic again, dry. Look at that, beautiful. I mean, there's nothing out there. This stable environment. There's been a debate whether it's Sal, what's going on out here. It's just basically stable, real stable. We've had high pressure consistently building south here and really can't get it going, even though the MJO isn't really not favorable. It's been pretty much favorable, but you can see it's not always just the MJO and the SAL and all those other things. It's just a stable environment. We just can't get the convection to build, and again, that should be changing soon, and we'll see how that develops the next few weeks. Again, beautiful time for a cruise. Cozumel, Jamaica, this whole area is just looking really nice the next week out here. Looking off to the eastern Atlantic, again, not much going on, pretty much void of any convection out here. And waves off Africa not looking that exciting right now. So it looks like the next 5 to 7 days looks pretty quiet in the Atlantic. Not much going to go on. It's going to be, you can rest assured this weekend nothing's going to develop. And here's our shear map. Again, there's that Tut feature right here. Been saying this non-stop. This is like the roadblock to development. It's going to hard to get through this. You saw Colin, he tried to get through this. He didn't really make it, did he? So again, this is right here, and this is still the roadblock for anything that's going to want to move west. Looking at the models, GFS model, this is for Sunday. You can see we're going to have kind of a front draped right across this area here, a little backdoor front trying to move through the southeast. Might want to watch for some development out here near Bermuda. You never know. You get these fronts hanging out around here. We could get some development here. And it's interesting to watch as we move through the week. This is Monday. Look what's coming back. Hey, TD number 5. He doesn't want to leave. And here he is on Monday. And then here we go. This is valid for Tuesday. Still hanging around. Doesn't want to go anywhere. So this could be a lot of rainfall for this area here. And a lot of flooding concerns along the northern Gulf Coast here. Again, New Orleans area, southeast Louisiana, southern Mississippi, Alabama, Florida Panhandle, western Panhandle. We'll have to watch for those flooding concerns as we move towards the weekend into early next week. And then this is valid for Thursday. And look at this. Finally, we see a Cape Verde system. GFS trying to develop this by Thursday. See if this pans out. Again, this is a week away. You know how the models do a week away. They haven't gotten anything right a week, 2 weeks out. So we'll see what happens. But this could be the signs of things starting to get itself together out here in the tropical Atlantic. right during the right when we start the peak of the season and things start ramping up, we could see a increase in activity out here later next week, and that's kind of what it's looking like right now. We'll see if that verifies. And again, our system here in the south here, still a lot of rainfall here, and this is Thursday, so this is a week away. So again, flooding could be our main issue here this next week, so we'll watch for that. Okay, as far as numbers go, I've been saying I'm going to update my numbers. Yeah, everybody's, when are you going to update these numbers? Well, here we go. I usually update my forecast numbers in June and then in August. I don't do a spread like a lot of agencies do. I just like the exact numbers. It makes it more exciting. I was on the high end of the numbers. I did have 22 named storms here. Definitely that's not going to happen the way this season has started out. So knocked it back down to 17 storms, 9 hurricanes, 5 majors. Again, still looking for an above normal season. Everything's there for it. The list goes on and why this is going to be an above normal season. We just really haven't had that upward motion needed to really get these systems going. It's been real stable across the tropical Atlantic. But if that breaks, boy, we've seen it. And also, do not let your guard down. You've seen a lot of these systems. Where are they wanting to track? Towards the Gulf of Mexico, towards the United States. We are in that pattern where if anything does develop, it's going to head towards the United States. So please, if you're in a hurricane area, just be prepared. Don't let your guard down. This is not going to be a dud of a season. It's going to be there. We're going to get the storm. So please, the main thing is just be prepared. Yeah, these numbers look pretty and all, but the main thing is be prepared for this season. It's still going to be there. And a lot of the other agencies, I didn't go over this the last week. Everybody pretty much stayed the same. Colorado State is 18, 10, and 5. Tropical storm risk still 18, 10, and 5. They really didn't change, but they were kind of on the lower end of the high scale. I was on the high end of the scale. I really thought, and I've said this before, I really thought middle to the end of July was going to be real busy, and it just didn't happen. And that's why we forecast the weather. It just didn't happen. So I have to go down with those numbers just because of that. And NOAA, they always give a range. They're at 14 to 20, hurricanes 8 to 12, and then 4 to 6 majors. So it is what it is. There's the numbers. Again, just be prepared for this season. There's still we still have the main peak of the season ahead of us. That's it for today. I will have another tropical update for you guys tomorrow morning. Have a good day.